Take all we got, we gon' make it. Show the world that I shine in our greatness. Keep it real, never gon' fake this. Till we make it, till we make it. Taking off, flying high like a spaceship. Take control, take a shot, what you waiting for? Keep it real, never gon' fake this. Till we make it, till we make it.
What's up, guys? Back with another Gabby game video. It's been about 2 weeks since I posted something. Man, it's just been too cold in Houston. And that's why I'm still looking like an Eskimo. It's a beautiful day, but it's still kind of breezy outside. But anyway, today we're going to start the transformation. We're going to do a valve cover gasket job and hope that everything just goes 100% smooth. That probably won't happen. But you know, usually there's something that goes wrong, but if not, cool. We're just gonna jump right into it, start taking it apart, try to get as much done today. This is my little ingredients that I've already cooked up. So what I'm gonna be needing for this job is the valve cover gaskets, the intake manifold gasket, and they're all by Felpro. I got some panel poppers, some zip ties, kind of hold some stuff out of the way, and some new rags. Make sure if you're using gasket maker, use this stuff, man. I'm not using a lot of it. I'm kind of only using it in the corners, but that stuff cures in an hour and a half. But I got alcohol to help me clean up the surfaces with a little bit of engine degreaser, some electronic cleaner. I'm just gonna clean some stuff up while I'm in there. And I'm gonna put the throttle body cleanup on when I put it back together. I'm hoping it's gonna improve my my throttle response, man. It's so delayed. I hear that that's an infinity problem, but I'm hoping I can fix it a little bit with this throttle body cleaner and some relearn. But you know, on top of that, you will need, you know, your basic tools. I just got a basic toolkit. And so yeah, man, we're gonna get started on that today. And hopefully we'll put it back together and she'll still be running. All right, so of course, the first thing you want to do is take your battery off. Get your battery cables off. Next will be the brace. And then of course your intakes to your throttle body. All right, so far we got the battery negative terminal off. We got the intakes out. And I'm looking at the throttle bodies and they're pretty dusty, man. Like, they look like if I try to take them off, they're gonna rip. But with that being said, let's get the intake off, and I'll kind of make that decision as I go. All right, guys, so we finally got the manifold off. It's simply just 8 bolts down the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Once you get those 8 off, you just kind of pull up, voila. All right, so here we go. Now I got the lights on. You can see those valves down in there, and they don't look bad at all. I'm not too worried about the motor being in bad shape. Looks like it's in pretty good shape. But this is where it was mainly leaking at. That's what made me say, whoa, I need to change it. So this is where we're at right here. Like I said, the throttle body's pretty dirty. I'm gonna get those cleaned out. But I'm gonna focus on the valve cover gaskets first. And I'm probably gonna start with this side because it looks like it has less commotion. You know, I guess same. But either way, don't forget to cover the manifold right here. It's very important. You drop something in there, you're fucked. Please, no. Yeah, look at those gears. Can you see those? Oh my god, they turned that pretty gold color. Oh man, they're nice. Oh my god, they're nice. They're nice. You can't really see on that side. But yeah, that's first thing first, man. Take out the bolts. I think there's like 12 bolts on each one. I think they're 10 millimeter. It's a plastic cover, so don't go too hard on it when you put it back together. Don't go too hard when you take it off. Let go. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see that. I can kind of see it, but I had to make like a little swivel to get to it because it's way off in there, and I had to clean it because it has so much gunk on it, I couldn't even see it. But let's see if we can get it. This is kind of one of my last resorts right here. If you don't have one of these, get you one, man. It's a really small wrench. Next time you're in AutoZone and you see it on the little end cap for $6, $8, grab it. It's worth it. So I can get this thing. Oh, it's on there, but I gotta get it to lock and play. There we go. I got them all out. I counted them. There's 11 on both sides. 11 bolts. And like I said, they're just barely on there. The hard ones are over there in the back. You have 2. Really hard to get to. And over here wasn't bad at all. I got to it really simply. So, yeah, man, let's take these screws out, or these bolts out, and pull the valve cover gaskets and see what the valve covers look like underneath. Alright, so I figured that the valve covers will just pop right off, but of course, if they've never been changed, they're probably stuck on there pretty good. Okay, so my little plastic panel poppers are so old that the little tips of them are literally breaking off, like they're stale chips or something. So I don't have anything else. So I'm gonna have to use aluminum, metal, whatever you wanna call it, to pop these open. But I'm gonna show you how to do it. So what you wanna do is, like I was saying with the plastic one, you just wanna stick it in there and you wanna turn it like a key. And you'll hear it pop open. You'll hear it break the seal. It's not a lot of pressure at all. Yeah, that one's open. On this side, let's try this side. Start right here on the corner. See, you heard that? I just barely turned it. Yeah, boom, 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 boom. That's it, man. Here's another spot you can kind of reach. It's right on top, right here. Just want to stick it in there a little bit and just turn it like a key. I don't know if I'm getting underneath. There we go. Booyah, you hear that? Boom. You just have to barely do it. It should be able to come off. See, it's starting to wiggle now. So, I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's starting to wiggle a little bit. Yep, there it is. It's off of there. So just be gentle with it, take your time, and just nibble at it. It'll pop off. So yeah, got all that stuff off. I swapped the throttle bodies and kind of threw it from over here to over there. And I got everything off, man. And this is what the cams look like. They don't look bad to me at all. I mean, it's on 155,000 miles on the car. They don't look wore. Look at the cam lobes. There's no scratches. You know, it looks good to me. So this is it. This is what it looks like off the car. So the next step is cleaning, man. Probably about an hour of cleaning, 2 hours of cleaning. We're gonna get all that gunky stuff off the edges right there, all the way around. We're gonna place the new, we're gonna put the gasket maker in the corners like they did, like that right there. I have to clean that off, but I'm gonna replace that with that gasket maker in the corner. And that'll be it, man. Just to look at the valve covers, they look like they're in good shape to me. They don't look bad. They don't look worn out or misshaped. Now, I will say this. I thought that there was no gasket on this one, but it's so flat to the surface, as you can see right there. It's really, really flat to the surface. So that, you know, that tells me that these are probably stock OEM gaskets, and they probably have never been changed. And then this is the spark plug holes. This is where you have your gasket. I mean, this is where you have your oil leak problem in those spark plug gasket. So, yeah, man, let's get together, man. We ain't got so much light left out here, and I at least want to get the valve covers installed with the new gaskets on there, and then we can call it a day. So, let's see. All right, so I'm starting to take the gaskets out. They're right there. I got both of the gaskets out. But as I got to the spark plug gaskets, you can see as I started pulling up on it, it broke. Like, literally snapped. I don't know if you see it right there. Literally, like, they snapped. That just tells me how old they are. You know what I'm saying? Here it is right here. It just tells you how old it is to snap like that. But that is clean as I'm gonna get it. And yeah, man, we're gonna try to get them on. As you can see, the sun's going down, so let's try to get these bad boys on and torqued and spec before we move forward. All right, so here's the valve covers, all cleaned up. I did the best I could. This one's all cleaned up. Did the best I could. I got a lot of dirt and grime off, especially on the top. There was a lot of grime on the top. I got all that off. I did the best I could on this. I think that's pretty shiny, you know. I mean, the corners right there could be better, but man, you would just be all day. And I know that it'll still work as long as you clean it up nice and you put some gump right there, and it'll still hold the valve covers. So now that everything's, you know, kind of wiped down, cleaned up, you just take these spark plug things right here, gaskets, match them up. And I'm not sure if these ones are universal. I'm not sure. But on the actual valve cover gasket, it does matter. There's one that fits each one. Only fits one way. I'm assuming this would be the same. But we'll see. I mean, yeah, it fits on there. And if you turn it around, this one will fit. Yeah. So the middle pieces are universal, and the outside ones are not. They only fit one way. So I'm gonna kind of try to get them going and get it molded first to where it'll start shaping, and then I'll go back and put a little bit of RTV, you know, in like 4 corners, just to hold it in place, so when you turn it upside down to put the valve cover in, the gaskets won't be flopping. Okay, so I kind of got ahead of myself already. I did this corner and this corner, but it's pretty simple. Just remove this back a little bit. Take whatever your gasket maker you're using, which I use the right stuff. This stuff, it cures in an hour and a half instead of you waiting almost a whole day before you can start the car. So very simple, very, very tedious amount. I mean, it's very little. I'm gonna spread it inside the little hole right here. And like I said, you really don't even need this. You're just doing it so that you can get a hold on the gasket. So I already put gasket maker on the motor in all 4 corners. 1, 2, 3. Kind of hard to see over there. And then 4 right here, which is kind of hard to see too right there. So yeah, man, let's slap this on here before it starts to dry. It's windy as hell. The sun is going down. And we're running out of time. Let's see if we can sit it on here without fudging it up. So that's pretty much on there. Move this out of the way, let it fall down slowly. Wow, kind of fell in place. Okay. So now I need to make sure that everything is seated right. Okay. Okay. So I don't recommend this, but I'm using a power tool. Okay, so now that I've kind of gotten them tightened down a little bit, like I said, I'm itching for time out here. So yeah, now I'm gonna start the sequence over. Now it tells you to do the sequence 2 times in 2 sequences, but I'm doing it in 3 because I don't want to overdo it. I'm down here to number 6. Don't do that. God. So don't overthink it. So when I go over it this time, I'm just gonna literally snug them, every last one of them. Just give them a little snug, and then we'll move on to the next valve cover. And stick it in there.
This way?
Yep. Yep. Just like that. Slowly put it in there. Put it in the back first. Yep. Come over this. Come underneath.
Here you go.
Alright, so finally I'm done. I've gotten them all buttoned down on both sides. That one right there is just, man, whoever, that one right there in the corner, like, whoever, you know, deals with that, good luck. It's kind of a pain in the ass. But yeah, man, I got them all in, so everything's good. I'm just gonna cover up the motor for tonight. Ready to go. So yeah, everything's coming together, man. I still got the manifold gasket to do. I'll do all of that when I put the fuel roll back together. But I'm about to clean up shop, man, and call it a night, man. Appreciate it for watching. This is Gabby Gang, AKA Ugly Betty, and we doing the best we can to make her pretty. Over and out.